There was a man from Benjamin named Kish, the son of Aviel, the son of Zevuror, the son of Bechorat, the son of Iphiach, the son of man from Benjamin. He was a man of substance and brave as well. He had a son named Shaul, who was young and good-looking. Among the other people of Israel, there was no one better looking than he. He stood head and shoulders taller than anyone else in Israel. Once the donkeys belonging to Kish, Shaul's father, got lost, Kish said to his son Shaul, "Please, take one of the servants with you, go out and look for the donkeys." He went through the hills of Ephraim and the territory of Shelishah, but didn't find them. Then they went through the territory of Sha'alim, but they weren't there. They went through the territory of Benjamin, but didn't find them there either. On reaching the territory of Zuph, Shaul said to his servant with him, "Come, let's go back. Otherwise my father will stop thinking about the donkeys and start worrying about us." His servant replied, "Hear now, there's a man of God in this city, a man who is highly respected, and everything he says proves true. Let's go to him. Maybe he can tell us something about where we should go." But look, Shaul said to his servant, "If we go to the man, what can we bring him? We've used up all the bread in our packs, and there's nothing for us to give the man of God. What do we have left?" The servant replied again to Shaul, "See, I have here in my hand a silver quarter shekel, 1/10 of an ounce. I will give it to the man of God to tell us which way to go." In Israel, back in the old days, when someone went to consult God, he would say, "Come, let's go to a seer," because a person now called a prophet used to be called a seer. "Well said," Shaul answered his servant. "Come on, let's go." So they went to the city where the man of God was. Ascending the slope down the town, they found girls going out to draw water and asked them, "Is the seer here?" The girls answered them, "He's here. He's right ahead of you. Hurry now. He just came into the city today because the people are sacrificing today at the high place. Find him as soon as you enter the city before he goes up to the high place to eat, because the people won't eat until he comes and blesses the sacrifice. Afterward, the one invited will eat. So go up, because this is when you will find him." They went up to the city, and they entered the city. There was Shmuel coming out toward them and going to the high place. The day before Shaul arrived, Adonai had given Shmuel a revelation. "Tomorrow, about this time, I will send you a man from the territory of Benjamin. You will anoint him prince over my people Israel. He will save my people from the power of the Plishtim, because I have seen my people's situation and their cry I told you about, the one who is going to govern my people." Shaul approached Shmuel in the gateway and said, "Please tell me where the seer's house is." Shmuel answered Shaul, "I'm the seer. Go up ahead of me in the high place, because you are going to dine with me today. In the morning I will let you leave, and I will tell you everything that is on your heart. As for your donkeys that got lost 3 days ago, don't worry about them. They've been found. Now, who is it that all Israel wants? Isn't it you and all your father's household?" Shaul replied, "I'm only a man from Benjamin, the smallest tribe of Israel. My family is the least important of all the families of the tribes of Benjamin. Why are you saying such a thing to me?" Shmuel took Shaul and his servant, brought them into the room, and had them sit in the place reserved for the most important of the invited guests, who numbered about 30 persons. Shmuel instructed the cook, "Serve the portion I gave you and told you to set aside." The cook took the thigh and the adjoining meat and served it to Shaul. Shmuel said, "Here, this is what remains. Put it in front of you and eat. It was kept especially for you until the right time, because I said I invited the people." So Shaul dined with Shmuel that day. On coming down from the high place of the city, he spoke to Shaul on the roof. They got up early, about daybreak. Shmuel called out to Shaul on the roof, "Get up, so I can send you on your way." Shaul got up. Both of them, he and Shmuel, went out. As they were going down at the edge of the city, Shmuel said to Shaul, "Tell the servant to go on ahead." So the servant went on. "But you, stand still now, because I want to hear what God has said." Then Shmuel took a flash of oil and prepared and poured it on Shaul's head. He kissed him and said, "Adonai has anointed you to be prince over his inheritance. After you leave me today, you will find 2 men by Rachel's tomb in the territory of Benjamin at Zeleziah. They will tell you that the donkeys you were searching for have been found, and that your father was stopped thinking about the donkeys and was anxious over you and asking, 'What am I to do about my son?' Go on from there, and you will come to an oak of Tabor. 3 men will meet you there on their way to God at Beth El. One of them will be carrying 3 kids, another 3 loaves, and the third a skin of wine. They will greet you and give you 2 loaves of bread, which you are to accept from them. After that, you will come to Giva of God, where the Plishtim are garrisoned. On arriving at the city there, you will meet a group of prophets coming down from the high place, preceded by lutes, tambourines, flutes, and lyres, and they will be prophesying. Then the Spirit of Adonai will fall on you, and you will prophesy with them and be turned into another man. When these signs come over you, just do whatever you feel like doing, because God is with you. Then you are to go down ahead of me to Gilgal, and there I will come down to you to offer burnt offerings and present sacrifices of peace offerings. Wait there 7 days until I come to you and tell you what to do." As it happened, as soon as he turned his head back to leave Shmuel, God gave him another heart, and all those signs took place that day. When they arrived at the hill, there in front of him was a group of prophets. The Spirit of God fell on him, and he prophesied along with them. When those who knew him from before saw him there prophesying with the prophets, they asked each other, "What happened to Kish's son? Is Shaul a prophet too?" Someone in the crowd answered, "Must prophets' fathers be special?" So it became an expression, "Is Shaul a prophet too?" When he had finished prophesying, he arrived at the high place. Shaul's uncle said to him and his servant, "Where are you going?" He answered, "To look for the donkeys." When they saw that they had been found, "We went to Shmuel." "Tell me, please," said Shaul's uncle, "what Shmuel said to you?" Shaul answered his uncle, "He told us that the donkeys had been found, but said nothing to him about the matter of being made king." Shmuel summoned the people of Adonai at Mizpah. He said to the people of Israel, "Here is what Adonai, the God of Israel, says. I brought you, Israel, up from Egypt. I rescued you from the power of the Egyptians and from the power of all the kingdoms that oppressed you. But today you have rejected your God, who himself saves you from all your disasters and distress. You have said to him, 'No, put a king over us.' So now present yourselves before Adonai by your tribes and families." So Shmuel had all the tribes come forward, and the tribe of Benjamin was chosen. He had the tribe of Benjamin come forward by families, and the family of Matri was chosen. Shaul, the son of Kish, was chosen. But when they looked for him, he couldn't be found. They asked Adonai, "Has the man come here?" Adonai answered, "There he is, hiding in among the equipment." They ran and brought him from there, and he stood up among the people, and he was head and shoulders taller than anyone around him. Shmuel said to the people, "Do you see the man Adonai has chosen, that there is no one like him among the peoples?" Then all the people shouted, "Long live the king!" Shmuel told the people what kinds of rules should be made in the kingdom, then wrote it on a scroll and set it before Adonai. After that, he sent all the people away, everyone to his own home. Shaul too went home to Giva, accompanied by warriors whose hearts God had touched. True, there were some scoundrels who said, "How can this man save us?" They showed him no respect and brought him no gift, but he held his peace.